Okay, quick Monday morning radar update. Europe catching up with that US move in the afternoon of Friday. Let's just buzz through these markets. Big picture, you know, transports, as we said, huge 30% spike, 20 odd percent spike. It's back into mean trend as we speak. Dow Jones went back to highs. It's down near the lows at the moment. What's it done for us recently? It's just basically sideways, isn't it, in a range? You might want to look at where the 10-month is on some of these things coming into play. S&P 10-month was in play on Friday. So, pull back into deeper correction on the Nasdaq. Russell, obviously, Grandad Russell, relative weakness, down on the voodoo average. Let's get into the European ones. DAX, just back into that range. It's just going sideways at the moment, the DAX. Relative strength, FTSE 100. Broke out the base, came back in, built another base. You know, this is a first retrace to this base here. 250, kind of, you know, it's down on the sideways. It's right at the bottom, isn't it? Relative weakness. And sideways on the small caps as well, right on the lows at the moment. So, I'll just go in the oil share as well. Let's have a quick look through. Let's go through the currencies. Japanese yen, clear downtrend, bounce into resistance. Let's look at the US dollar. Bounced, didn't it, off that mean trend, and it's holding up fine at the moment. Let's look at TLT. Still potential bottoming action there. The speed of the move put the shivers through the market, as it always does. 7 to 10 year there. Let's look at Bitcoin. So, you know, our theme has been this ETF has put the top in Bitcoin for the short term, and we certainly didn't think it would do that, but 50% off. This fantastic offside move on this day here as well. Let's just look at Bitcoin. Big picture, just sideways, isn't it? Sideways in a big base. You know, shouting and screaming. Yeah, whatever, you know, if it rolls over, it rolls over. At the moment, it's still sideways, isn't it? Let's just zoom Bitcoin out so you can see, you know, the real sort of trend on Bitcoin. Do it on a monthly as well. There you go. Weekly, daily. So everyone's shouting and screaming the last couple of trading days. People sell for many reasons. Usually they sell on fear, haven't got a trading plan, you know, don't know where they're wrong, listening to Edward Treetop on Twitter, you know, stops in the market, no stops hit, whatever. Know exactly what the volatility is in my portfolio. I think we're in an area where the market's going to rip. Doesn't mean I'm right. You know, I don't trade on what I think. I trade on the methodology, risk management attached to it. Happy with all my heat in the market. Doesn't matter where the stocks go intraday. Doesn't matter where they go so long as they stay in the game. Capture a few trends. So, with that in mind, let's just jump straight into the volume leaders today and see if anything is going up. It's 10.17. We should have traded 26% to be on average volume. That would be about 38 to be on conviction. 26%. There's a few in there in the large caps. I'll just buzz through these and then we'll a couple of investment trusts there. I'll have a quick look through these and then we'll have a look in the small caps, see if anything's in there. On we call them widespread days, you know, Friday, widespread day. If you're making a plan on a bad market day, I think you've already lost at this game, because, you know, buys and sells should be very thought out. You know, end of day for me in illiquid stocks, thought out. Brackets, methodology, you know, very well thought out. When the market is closed, I know exactly what I'm trading towards. If you step up to the markets on a bad day and start pressing buttons, there is no liquidity because the spreads are extremely wide. The market makers are just fishing around for orders, and you are just gonna, they're just going to take a slice out of your, you know, you might want to sell and then you might want to buy back next week or something like that. You just can't do that with small caps because of the spreads involved and all the emotion and no liquidity. So how do you deal with that? Well, you just trade with a plan, and you if you're going to buy something, you've got to have a plan attached to it, a trading plan. And you stick with the plan while the risk is 26 within. Is that right? 26, 23. Within my own heat parameters. I never go pressing buttons for no reason. So I'll just buzz through these. Industrial metals, mining. I've got double vision. I've got migraine coming on us today already. Did a lot of spreadsheet work yesterday, so it tends to hit me. Yeah, it's POS heaven in the metal space, isn't it? And let's just buzz through these, see what's in there. FEN, not a sector I'm a fan of, but you know, we're not going to argue with number 3 in the GTRS, and FEN is up at the top right hand side of the screen, holding up nicely. POS. It's funny, and on the last few sort of risk off market days, POSs have been very active. Blue sky stocks. ULS, nothing to see in that one for me. No forward on it. So yeah, nothing to see in the volume leaders today. Nothing for me to do. Time is better spent doing some of the work outside the markets. Okay.